Good afternoon, everybody. Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay, guys, this is the final reveal for the Airfix 1/72nd scale Grumman 018 duck, or JN4 duck. Okay, guys, it's all finished. I completed it about, about an hour ago. It's pretty well dry now. Got the maskings all removed. Got the rigging done on. Rigging took a long time, and so it's my first build in my new home, and I'm going to be building more coming your way. This small series of scales, and it seemed like to me these little 1/72nd scale gems, they build up quite nicely, you know. It's not too bad in my eyes, you know. I can still see very well. Yeah, I like it. I like those little small 1/72nd scales. You know, they all add up when you get a collection of them, but they fill the bill for something like this I'm living in now. But anyway, this is the final reveal for my JN4 duck, my Airfix. It's a good kit, guys. It really is good. There's a few fellows out there on the internet, on the YouTube, that's done this model, and Bill of Pensman's Bunker, he did an excellent job in that seaplane build that he did in his entry, and there's a few other fellows on there too. I saw on there they did a quite remarkable good job as well. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll swing this camera around and we'll take a look at the JN4 duck, and then I'm going to introduce what I'll be doing building next. Probably do building two at a time. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at the duck. There's Donald Duck right there. And it took about 5 days to build this. It could be built a lot sooner, but why? You know, I mean, you take something like this and you put your all into it, it comes out quite reasonably well. This kit's kind of to a lot of modelers out there who never was grown up with Airfix kits like myself and Mr. John Parker and the rest of us older fellows out there. Airfix is a company that everybody grew up with, and they had a very, very great sum of models that they've released in decades upon decades. Now the duck right here is known as a reconnaissance observation aircraft. They're more or less used for VIP personnel, and they can carry ferry officers one place to another, utility rescue operations, reconnaissance. They did their job, what they were designed for. This kit here poses no problems in building it. As I mentioned earlier a while ago about Airfix kits, there's been a couple of complaints about this here kit. You know, you just got to get around the oldness of this model. This thing's been around, oh Jesus, almost 50 years. And in 1973 when this came out, this was brand new top shelf Airfix back then. That a TBD Devastator. So the only problems a lot of people had on this model so far is the undercarriage. The undercarriage posed no problems to me because I know how they fit and everything, because I built a lot of these before, not the Duck, but the Gulf Hawk, the F3F series, a lot of biplanes, how the A-frame struts work with the oleos. So that's the biggest problem, is the A-frames and the oleos. They don't show no clarity in the instructions, but that's how they go. For a little squirt, this thing has a lot of fidelity of detail into it. Now the flying wires are made out of brass fuse wire, stretched. Instead of using monofilament, sprue, thread, nothing's more realistic than use sprue wire in these little devils. You gotta stretch them. After the stretch, you gotta paint them aluminum, then attach your model. To get the dimensions from the upper wing to the lower wing, you gotta use some dividers or something, or calipers. Not calipers, but pure dividers, that you can measure the distance between the interplane struts to the cabin struts, and that's how they're glued on there. By using Aleene's tacky glue, these were cemented, affixed to the structures. Now, I built one of these Airfix kits before. This is my second build of this model. And I believe when it first came out, it wasn't in this livery. Post-war in Alaska, these were all intermediate blue and non-speculative sea blue, and some were painted before the war, with the colorful markings of the yellow wings, the aluminum fuselage. These things came out in the 30s, guys. These things weren't new, so they kind of grew with the paint schedule as the war commenced. And a lot of them were bought off by private investors that used them for museums. A lot of them use them for their amusement, for what they want to use them for. So this isn't a bad kit, guys. It's small. Wingspan's probably about 7 inches, I think. 6 inches, 7 inches. It's relatively a small model, but like I say, when you're dealing 1/72 scale, they're small. Remember, fellas, the rule of thumb is this: the bigger the airplane, the bigger the model. So you start dealing with multi-engine aircraft in the scale, you guessed it, you're dealing with the Martin Mars and the B-52 and the rest of them. They get pretty big. These here are pretty reasonably scaled. They store very easily. You can put them on the walls, make the shelves. These really can, they don't take up that much room, but you can get so many of them because they're so small. And small build just as good as big. Okay, got a little spot where I'm going to put her at, guys. And normally I always like to take outside pictures of these things. So I haven't been outside yet, though. I'm trying to find a good spot out there where I can shoot some shots. So the next one I'll probably be outside, but it's just as good as inside here. I got good lighting in here and everything, and I'm pretty happy. And I'm starting to get my work, my space pretty much in order right now. And I got a lot of kits to work on right here that I'm taking out of storage. When they get all built, some I'll be slinging here, and some I put back in the box, take back to storage. Okay, fellas, that's going to be the final reveal for the Airfix 1/72 scale Grumman JN4 duck or 018 duck. It's a good kit, guys. You got one in your stash, build it. Don't be bashful. If you don't have it, buy one. It's a good kit. You just got to work around the age of the model, and you just got to take your time on them, and they come out very reasonably well. Next, I'll be working on a couple of these things. I'll be working on the Devastator next, by Airfix. And there's another one I've been farting around with. What blazes is it at? Oh, here it is. I'll be working on this too. Ah, here it is. No one I couldn't find it. Excuse my back, fellas. Yeah, here it is right here, guys. I'm going to be working that by Nova. X-Frog. The Barracuda. The Fairy Barracuda. I've been, took the wings out. I got assembled some of the wings. Clean up. It goes together quite well. The detail in this thing is I don't know. It's leave left to desire because it's an old model. It's Frog. And the interior they give you is right here, what you see. That's it right there, less pilot. That's all there is. And so the pilots are not too bad in this kit they give you here. They're pretty much like Airfix. They're pilots, crew members, observer and pilot. So they're pretty well, like I say, guys, this is a early 60s kit or a late 50s. It's Frog reboxed onto the Novo of the USSR or Ukraine, wherever they come from. And I like these old Frog kits. I got these out at Smitty's down there. They had a whole bunch of them down there. I think I paid $16 for that and let me have it for 10. So it's kind of a kit you don't they don't make no more. It's ancient. And I like ancient kits. This seems like a fun build too. I'll be building SP2C along with this also. So that's about what's on the bench right now, fellas. This is about the final reveal for this. And I got it done. And going to the next build. I'm getting kind of used to getting settled here a little bit, guys. I just got to get used to everything because I've been in the home all my life, you know, and I had so much in my lifetime when I was younger, and beautiful homes and everything, and we get old, you know, and just things change. You just got to keep ahead of everything to keep alive. My spirit's up quite well. I'm very blessed, and I got a lot of great support from all you fellas out there. It really makes me feel good inside. I got people that care for me, and I don't feel so alone no more like I used to. After I lost my wife, you know, my life hasn't been the same since I lost my wife. Being a bachelor by myself now, you know, I got my brother. Everybody's wondering who's the mystery man in the room back there. It's my brother. He's coming here, stay with me a little bit, and he's going to take off back to Tennessee. And so that's the cat. He's in the house, and he's the only sibling I have left is my brother. The rest of the past. And I'm grateful for that too. For that, I still got a brother. Okay, guys, that about does it for tonight. So I'm going to be posting a couple videos here on and off in this here. Instead of painting it this color here, I'm going to paint it navy blue gray and light gray in the bottom. And it'll be before the metal and midways, because by night it's probably 1940, 41, 1940 I think it is, 1940 color schedule. Because by 1940 they're getting away from these colorful colors here, the chrome yellow wings and the tail feathers and everything, cow band, and they start going into grays, light grays, blue grays. They didn't survive long enough to have the tricolor like the rest of them did, but the TBD Devastator was a very, very slow airplane and was obsolete by the time the war got started. It was, at the time of her design, she was a very, very, well, how would you put that in words? State-of-the-art aircraft. And during the loss of aircraft during the Battle of Midway, the Navy says we can't have these. These may be good at the time, 1934, but now they're, get them out of here, we'll get something else. And most of it was due to because the pilots weren't trained, the pilots weren't experienced pilots. They're flying ancient airplanes. And although the airplane looked pretty well modern at the time, but it wasn't designed to sustain combat. It was more or less, it was actually the successor to the Martin T4M torpedo bomber, the biplane. And they were actually was a successor to that, and then they become obsolete at the beginning of the war. So I'm going to be getting on that one too, guys, and the SV2C will be working on that too. And so I got a lot to be working on here, keep me busy, and everything's fine and well. I'm happy, and I'd like to thank everybody out there for watching the video here, and it's wonderful support I got from you fellas. You know, God bless every one of you. And like I say, you guys are my family now. You know, I look forward to making videos for you guys so you guys enjoy yourselves. And I'm enjoying myself immensely now. This is the best medicine in the world. What I'm doing here is building my models and making videos, and that's all I need. That's all I want. So I'm happy. Okay, I'm going to happy out of here and happy on the Devastator. And I'll post some pictures. I made some pictures of this a while ago. I'll be posting them on the Airfix modeling page. And also, if that's 67, I'll be posting some of that on there too, which Colin and Davey and the rest of the crew would like and enjoy, and for you to enjoy too as well. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing off with Frankie Day Models. You got it. Make Mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused. Spend wisely, and watch your surroundings, and please, 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 guys, please be careful out there. This world is, like they say in Espanol, pendejo style, buddy. Stupid. And it gets stupid. You can't fix stupid. So you gotta stay away from stupid. So watch yourselves out there, watch your step, take care of your little ones, take care of Mama San, and you guys will be okay. And get a model, happy modeling, and thank you very much for all the new subscribers for your wonderful support and your comments, and I'm very honored to all of you all out there. I'm very grateful too. This is Frankie Day signing up for Frankie Day Models. We'll catch you guys on the next video, so stay posted for that. I'll see you later, fellas. Take care, gentlemen.